game last time for Topson, right? I feel like he was doing a decent job, getting some damage out there, but still didn't quite click into like any of the real combos happening there. But maybe now he feels like he can be a bit more aggressive with the help of his Centaur and his Dark Willow. But yeah, I'm kind of like a Nigma's draft overall. I don't know about you.
Yeah, I think the Shadow Demon was a really, really good pick against the Oracle Alchemist, right? Like, all of a sudden, any Purifying Flames that you throw into him is going to give you no heal for the Alch, even in the duration, because it just all gets purged off, and it's great. It's amazing. Everybody loves it. I also want to run this by you, because I have a theory about what we've been seeing here today.
All right, I'm ready.
Okay, so we've been seeing a lot of battling, a lot of back and forth, constant run-at-you Dota from these two teams. My theory is that they've been playing non-stop Dire Tide, and that's all they know anymore. They can't go back anymore.
Well, we don't have the Dire Tide broken heroes, though.
That's true. Well, Underlord.
It's pretty nice, actually. Yeah, Underlord.
Underlord, look at it. It's coming together.
Yeah.
Shadow Demon's even pretty good too as well. But I don't know, that just, it stuck out of my head. It's like you get used to playing aggressive non-stop action Dota, you can't go back.
I'll tell you what I thought you were going to mention actually was that Nigma have done a great job of focusing down stacks. Trying to go after that part of the economy of OG in the series. And in this game, they have an Alchemist. So we already saw how much value they were getting before. If Nigma don't stop those stacks once more, MidOne's going to get completely out of control. And that's partially why I think the Underlord's really good here, is that invasion and just like holding that territory and just like forcing down those stacks on the earlier end. And even Shadow Demon, we've seen a couple of teams use this where you kind of roam in there and you're like, oh, hey, it's like the Lina, right? Where you can really help clear out those stacks on the earlier part of the game.
Yeah, literally all of the heroes on Nigma to some extent can do it. As you can see heading up here, they're getting set up to try and go for a first blood, which surprises nobody. This is literally all that we see people do nowadays. Snowtail's going to throw out the root onto GH. And Banishment, can they get the block in? They're trying to block him. No, they can't. No block.
I think Kuro was just focusing on the range creep.
That's fair.
It's like, yeah, I don't want to deal with this Alchemist.
They do a lot of damage to him, which is kind of annoying. But they'll throw out another one of the Firestorms. That's going to be some early pressure on there. So yeah, interesting one to watch up there. Shouldn't be too much kill potential, I wouldn't imagine, unless people get a little bit too many stacks on it. Mid lane, we've seen this lane a billion times, and it ends up usually relatively even.
Yeah, brother on brother. Has been killed. Again, Ember kind of fallen off a bit lately. Don't see him as often, so this matchup hasn't been as common. But yeah, I look forward to seeing how the mid game goes for them. Of course, it kind of turns into a bit of a Yule's battle sometimes. Miracle gets quite a bit of damage to the bottom while we on Topson duke it out.
Yeah, there was a stomp there when Miracle got a little bit too close. Trading hits a couple of times. And GH playing with Miracle, a little bit of a departure since they wanted to stick the Shadow Demon up top, I guess. Just ensure they stop him from farming whenever possible. But there's some pretty good pressure that can come out. And then also later on, the heals obviously comboed together to try and keep that Spectre alive is going to be pretty important. So we're set up for a good one here today. I think that the real story that you're talking about there is like the stacks and specifically OG just getting MidOne farmed and then getting to this like impossible to deal with state. And how do Nigma deal with that? How do they stop it from happening?
Yeah, part of that comes to that hard camp up top as well, like keeping that blocked off so Underlord can't get the pull. So they're not able to just like shove the wave, pull it back, shove the wave, pull it back sort of a deal. Crow didn't bring up another sentry, so he's not going to have any way of releasing that camp right now from No-Tail.
Yeah, he is going to at least be able to get the pull through here onto this round of camps. But it will be underneath the tower, pretty close to it.
And this is a moment where No-Tail could have been stacking too, right? But part of that comes down to this ward that you see Nigma has placed inside the Dire jungle, keeping an eye on No-Tail going and trying to do exactly that.
Yeah. So stack control, understanding where it is, and stopping any extra bit of it from happening. While they're still blocking the camp. That small camp gets blocked as mind control was heading through right at that 3-minute mark. So double duty there.
That should secure things right by the tower now for quite a while.
Down bottom. Quick and easy blow up there as Seb was able to find it with Saksa. Nice catch.
It's okay. This is more interesting anyway. Creeps, guys. Creeps. Look, while you went to watch that kill, MidOne manages to pull the wave off, gets his back to the tower, and they've fixed the issue that just occurred from the small camp block and the pull through. It's like, Why would you want to watch heroes die? We got all game to worry about people dying.
Unimportant.
Lane mechanics.
Dude, you know what we just saw mid? GH TP'd in. GH TP'd in, did Icarus dive, passed the bottle off, and it refilled the bottle to Weehawk, who's like in the middle of the river.
Whoa.
That was gnarly. Yeah. Rotation coming over, though, to try and secure the rune as the 4-minute mark is going to come around. Weehaw's in better position to get it from Topson, and he's going to get a haste. Okay. Not bad at all. Oh, doesn't quite find a remnant there. Does pull him back in afterwards now. Topson forced to use the little sleight of fist. Oh, good route there. Maybe gonna find the kill on a GH. Trying to juke in there. Can they find this finish? On to Topson. A couple more punches. Bottling up. He's taking so many tower shots. He can't get him.
I think the only reason he lived is that he didn't actually get hit by the burn trail of the dive.
Wow.
Well, on top, they've just been chasing MidOne, and that eventually leads to the death of No Tail as he's trying to just help him survive through this.
Right.
Saksa still hasn't finished on GH, but he lets him go.
Yeah, it's not really a great chance for him. I guess he needs to come on back into this lane.
Miracle going for a bounty rune?
Yeah, he realizes that's not going to work, although he might still be in some trouble. Gonna be able to find that route, chase down Seb, double edge. Can't get the stomp though. Yeah, this like double ring of Tarask lane that we've been seeing. So Centaur has one, and then also Spectre has one. It's just like sort of a battle of slow, steady regen coming in.
Yeah, of what support's actually gonna come and hit spells.
Right.
Otherwise, we're just hanging out for a while.
Nice.
I think we're still stackless over here on OG.
How big of a concern do you think that is for him?
Pretty sizable one.
Yeah.
I mean, you can fix it pretty quick, right? Like, let's say like 7 and 8 minutes, 2 supports, 2 stacks, then it'll probably be all right.
Okay. And these heroes can kind of do it. You know, Purifying Flames is a decent range as they're going to dive in. Get that damage on the Topson with the slowdown this time, but no haste to play around with it. They do manage to find the top pullback. They're diving in for this one, and they find the kill. Okay.
Yeah. And now part of that problem, though, is that if they were to make stacks now, like let's say there actually were a couple stacks, this Void Spirit is farmed enough that he can start jumping through that jungle and lead the Underlord in there very easily alongside potential haunt plays. So,
right.
You know, being behind and not having that stuff already like being farmed and worked on is a bit of an issue.
Let's play there to disrupt those last hits as well. This is the classic, though, of course. You know, one of the heroes gets level 6 before the other, and they're able to find that kill with the rotations mid. As down bottom, you can see trying to get the pressure on the GH, but can't really do all that much. 2 points up already in the Fire Spirits, and this is because Spectres decided to leave the lane.
Kuro is, he was coming back. He's thinking about coming and just warding. Because they already have Saksa in here going for the double stack at the 7-minute mark. Kuro has his obs. You know he wants one up here, so for his sake, I hope he doesn't go up there now, or else Saksa's gonna know.
Right.
He already tried to zone back No Tail. I'm sure No Tail has seen that ward, so they're gonna be keeping an eye on that.
MidOne's in trouble. They rotated, and there's a huge kill for him.
Dire's top tower is
And it's super easy.
And that's an Underlord, right? That bonus damage starts stacking up, clears this wave. His own creeps are coming through. That's gonna be a lot of tower damage.
Yeah. That is pretty important. He's actually going to rotate.
They want the stacks.
Damn, dude. All right.
They're on it.
It's happening. That's way better than taking the tower.
Yeah. Oh, boy. Great hits here from Nigma. The plan has come together. MidOne's a cop.
Dude, and MidOne. Oh, MidOne. Poor guy.
Like how he just drops that ward down.
Yeah. It's like, well, I'm going to see them taking it. Topson made the rotation. Doesn't have any chains, though.
Oh, no. His career just gets slapped by MC as he TPs out for the LT.
Mind control going all the way back home. Stampede going to be used. Trying to find it. They kill him. GH not quite level 6 yet, so he will fall. Saksa gets the kill. Rooted now. Trying to chase down on the step. Doesn't have any points in the Pit of Malice. Going for the 3-2-0-2 build.
Yeah. Then. Arcane's even still up for MC here too, so we can spam out this camp and wave and just keep the train rolling. And there's also a backstab from Weehaw. 2 lone heroes here. I don't think MC noticed, or perhaps he just didn't want to tip it off there, but that'll be a free pick for Wee.
Well played. Yeah, I think this is a really interesting type of game, right? Because, you know, a couple of things. They're like committing to these...
going for this kill.
Are they actually gonna dive?
They wanted to get the kill on the creep, so that was going to give 7 to MC, and then he theoretically could have gone for like the malice point, I think, with no speed.
That makes sense. So I think part of the reason though you're seeing this like skill build, right? It's just it was aimed at just shutting down well, they're gonna pull back in Seb now. 4 points up in Firestorm, that's more than enough.
And 102 damage.
Right.
Lord.
Yeah.
And pretty good there. But yeah, it was just all about the stacks. And mission was completely accomplished. Now MidOne is just, his jungle is barren.
Yeah, he did get the best item in the game though for an alchemist. Trusty shovel. Dude, if he just starts pulling bounty runes, can you imagine?
If he just pulled like 10 in a row,
that'd be pretty good.
That would help a lot.
Weehaw dives back down bottom. They kill off the Dark Willow. Cutting out these supporting heroes, making their lives miserable. Whatever they can do.
Well, you know, T-Gov pointed out that Weehaw did play a Phoenix game recently, but truly now he's actually rising from the ashes. After a rather disastrous couple of games, Weehaw now 4-0-1.
Dude, he's killing it. And they get the root down now afterwards. Stampede tries to juke away. Weehaw still could chase. Just how many more astral steps?
Don't die now.
MidOne, meanwhile, caught in the jungle. They're going to pop the egg right on top of him, try and bring it down in time. The Haunt afterwards, Disruption couldn't save him. MidOne going to get saved there, though. And Kuro, having already popped his ulti, all this heal's going to be coming through. Have they overextended? Meanwhile, Mind Control tries to connect onto all. Can they do the damage that they need to? Weehaw has an astral step up in a second. Is going to jump through, try and find a kill on a no-tail here. Beatdown is complete. Weehaw pulls him back in. He's going to jump away, dissimulate out of there. And TP away. Not going to happen. Another OG finding answers.
All right, cherry on top, MidOne. Dig up a bounty rune. Let me see it. Get a stack first. Good call. Oh! GG. It's over. He gets one bounty and he just sends that thing home. Yeah. It's like, all right, now someone else go. Back in the game.
They do get the shovel here on the Miracle as well. The relocate jump in. Okay. He's going to run it away on Topson.
And Mind Control is taking his plans very well.
Yeah, he is. As the dive wants to punch him down. That's a little too scary.
Are fortified.
Interesting. Saksa now has a Bramble Maze, not going to use it.
The nice part is that if MC wants, he could just TP into one of these other side lanes now, right? With all these rotations coming through after using his ulti. Those are the gameplays that we see a little bit more often now, I think, from the Underlord players.
Right.
But they tend to try and use this ult to like split the defense of the team.
Rune is actually going to spawn bottom, but they're going to jump in on Mind Control. Gets the Firestorm off first. There's a lot of damage onto him, but he will die. Now, Miracle. Blade Mail. He's in the midst of all of them. Gets down super low, but barely able to escape the Urn Charge, just taking him down, but it doesn't look like it's going to be enough.
And
with that, Weehaw still trying to cause havoc. Can't quite get him. The disruption to keep him from running away. I don't know if they have enough here. He doesn't have any more astral steps. Now Weehaw looks like he'll be able to do it.
A little insane by Miracle to like run in there with popping his blade mail, just trying to punish all the damage they were throwing on top of his Underlord.
Yeah. Well, they're actually diving here still. But I am going to stay here. This is my happy place.
It feels like I was just trying to force the ultimate.
Is he in trouble now? Oh, he's dissimilar, so he's going to get stunned. Oh my god. Blows up the Willow, though, before he goes down. And now Topson.
9 again, there's no bolus still.
Remnant pulls him in. Kuro's nearby also. They have a disruption to keep him alive if they need to. They also have Demonic Purge in just a little bit. So they can't really dive. Makes so much space.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Again, still no punish. Looks a little scary going that close to an Ember, but nothing to worry about. Still level 9. Well, how's MidOne's game then? Is that a finished Battle Fury?
It looks like it. 13 minutes.
Not bad considering his lane. Not, you know, nothing to write home about, not a record or anything, but NC, not enough.
Wow.
What a hell of a team.
Man, getting that first double edge out there and then No Tail coming into play, they're able to do it in time.
Wow, that's pretty rare to see. Because they just have a lot of burst damage now from the Willow, like relative to the enemy HP for the moment.
Yeah, level 1 is also so long on the Dark Grift, 6 seconds. As Topson gonna get Demonic Purge here, has the Remnant back behind. Kuro trying to beat him down. He's gonna get over to the rune. They keep on chasing here. Purge yet again, the Supernova, and then the taunt! The combo! Is it gonna be enough? Will he get stunned? Jump through afterwards. Makes it happen. Topson is going to fall. And now the dive forward for more. Can they find another? He's taking no damage right here. Fate's Edict is really good.
I was surprised Saksa canceled that Terrorize. I guess he just felt like he was already dead or something.
Yeah.
I thought he was going to get saved for sure.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Well, MidOne, his game, it's pretty clear what he needs to do now. And he's just sort of AFK farming.
Has been killed.
Hit crit.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Good kill by Sab taking down that courier. That's a lot of the aggressive potential from Weehaw now going for Jules.
Eye control. Right in on top of them. MidOne, they don't have the Pit of Malice. A Spectre is going to die, yeah.
It's got chased down. They killed Weehaw's courier, and they just ran into Spectre and just walked at her.
It's a constant run at you, Dota. Weehaw now trying to bring down Seb. Nah.
This is a threaten to stomp and force the dissimilate.
Okay. Where are we going next? Everywhere you look, it feels like it's just there's another thing happening.
Another 19 kills in 15 minutes, pretty much the same as the past 2 matches.
Yeah.
Despite an Alchemist lineup keeping us entertained, now he's charging the stun under an obs, unfortunately, for MidOne.
That was ill-advised, but no way to punish that one at all. Yeah, it feels like right now the plan for Nigma is like maybe they think that they've slowed down MidOne enough, and they just want to try and like kill the rest of these heroes and make it all about the Alch. I'm not sure.
Wow, Seb is really fired. I see this constantly in his set time. He manages to just stay so relevant on net worth.
Yeah. Just sort of spamming double edge, I guess. Oh, is Miracle dead?
Staying on lane, too.
Stomp? He gets there in time. In trouble. Oh, good disruption, though. That was what was needed. Seb gonna be saved for the moment. Miracle trying to get away, and he does! Unreal! Save? Is it gonna be there in time? So many heals coming through. Miracle gonna live. Now Remnant away. Topson gonna get chased down by Weehaw. No bash from Roche. And he doesn't have anything else left in the tank, though. There's a stun on the other side. Mind Control trying to be brought down by the rest of the heroes, and he'll be able to escape. Going to the top lane instead.
Catapult, though, through all the carnage. Hitting that tower. Topson not able to get the deny as the enemy moves forward.
And they'll stampede again. We're now on to 2. Jump in from Seb. Good stun, but the disruption saved. And now the egg. And everybody's just going to run away from each other. Reset.
Not really the blink reveal they were looking for, but they're going to smoke him. They're going to try again. They need more mana on Seb, though. Yeah, feed me some mangoes, would you? No tail? Somebody? Oh, yeah, he popped them both on him.
Nice. Good play. No disruption saved that time. The Haunt is still out, though. Meal the Cursed Crown. They're on to both of them. They don't. They separated. Seb's alone now. Pulls him back in. Damn, that angle with those creeps right nearby. But MidOne looking for the stun. Hits it there. Disruption comes out right at the last second. Yule Scepter lift up. Miracle running away. A lot of battling. No killing. Okay.
In and out once more. Seb perhaps considering it again as he has the blink back, and there's still a couple low HP heroes lingering nearby, but lack of vision onto that radiant part of the map. This is all just dark right now for OG, so hard to continue that aggression.
Well, and I think Nigma's doing a good job of like sort of keeping them involved in like all 5 heroes there. The whole time that was going on, Mind Control has pushed out the top lane, and he has Greaves now. So like you kind of have this tri-core working with Nigma, whereas the Ember's fallen a little bit behind, it feels like.
Although they also still have lost stacks for MidOne, so even though he was there for that fight the whole time, he comes back, he hops on some stacks, and he's double the next highest like radiant hero.
Right. Yeah, Alchemist Gaming. So
I mean, it's an Alch, so sure, we have to put a little asterisk into that, but still, BKB nearly done here after this AC.
And Seb gonna go down. Able to make it happen with both Mind Control and Weeha, who has just been on a tear this game, trying to chase down. Saksa misses the remnant.
Radiant's middle tower.
So they have to settle for just getting the tower, it looks like. If even that.
Meanwhile, mid, Kuro, low HP, salving up here. Topson on the prowl. Looks like Kuro's going to be okay. In fact, Kuro wants some revenge.
Yeah, he's ready for it.
Bottom
lane.
Set up. Yeah, they're just committing to the tower with the damage on Underlord, currently in 91.
Yeah, they're playing pretty far in there. But they do have the movement coming from Topson. Terry's good, Yules.
You got Greed's ulti on MC.
Well played. Do they decide to go in? Ah, yeah, they're just going to get out of there. And those two will make their way right on back home. But this whole time again, Miracle left alone up on the top lane, AFK farming.
That wants the initiation. They also didn't deny that tower. That might kind of tip them off that they're going for an aggressive play.
Right.
You would think that would have been a pretty fast priority versus an Underlord.
I keep on seeing, like, you know, OG just playing in this area with the Alchemist, getting him farmed, and then it feels like this whole top side of the map is being claimed by Nigma.
Yeah. Only 2K or 3K up with an Alchemist doubling people is not a great sign. Al's huge. It's just that supporting cast that you have to worry about a bit.
Battle for the bounty runs. Top pulls in, sneaks it away. No, wasn't able to get it. Meanwhile, Supernova down, Seb. They got it available. Stun is going to come out for MidOne. It's a long duration, but they disrupt it afterwards. Right up on top of that cliff. Will they be able to find the long duration stun on the MidOne? They do. Haunted afterwards. No deal, but great disruption. Oh, but then Miracle ends up being able to get him. All right, Shadow Demon's gone. Miracle trying to chase down all the rest of these supports and kill off Saksa. But Seb saving this position for. This is the BKB reveal from MidOne. Can they bring down Miracle? Kuro comes back in. He has disruption again in 1 second if he needs it. He's going to banish there on the Alk. Can they bring him down afterwards? They have anything else left in the tank? Weeha's off to the side. Tries to get the remnant out. It's not going to connect. Curse Crown is going to stun him up. Breathes. He pops it. Okay. And that's enough to survive. They have Pit of Malice available if they want to go now. Catching on to two. Weeha, though, is in. And Weeha is dead.
He got the kill on Saksa, well, with the help of Kuro, but they couldn't get the finish snap. It's going to help them dive to MC.
Oh, no, he stunned himself. Oh, Pit of Malice down. Mind Control saved yet again. They're all underneath this tower, too, so getting that extra regen and everything else. They're going to lose Kuro now, and everybody else from Nigma needs to get the heck out of here as the Dark Rift is going to bring them away. Wow.
Battle Dota! Constant carnage!
That's all that's happening.
Alright, I don't know who's winning any of these fights. I don't know what winning or losing even is at this point. There's so many people just dying and blinking back and forth and hopping up and down. No one's hitting creeps. It's beautiful. Really, the neutrals are the real victors. This is the most peaceful life they've had this series compared to every other game in this tournament.
I like homesteading, trying to build a life.
Before. Kids are going off to college. There's satyrs like graduating to big satyrs.
I like it. That's amazing. I'm pretty sure that, like this area of the map's just been left alone.
Yeah, totally ditched.
All right. So a 5,000 gold lead for OG after all is said and done in that battle. And like every little bit of time that's just left alone, it feels like MidOne's going to be getting some good farm on as they pull back in the Ember. But there is no follow-up afterwards.
I think as our observer, the experience is an excellent indicator of what's happening though. Because OG did get a pretty big boon out of that last fight. And as much as we can like talk about the gold not mattering so much, depending on the heroes in your team, the fact that the XP is that high in OG's favor does speak to some good things for them.
Right.
4K is pretty decent at 22 minutes.
And they need to keep up that energy, I feel like, because Miracle right now, he's getting towards this Radiance, and he's going to be found. Off to the side, Shadow Demon's there, can't disrupt in time. Good. Brambles laid down, got the root onto Kuro. But yeah.
Painful kill. I don't think they can... Oh, he did the Bastard on two? Okay, yeah, they're good.
Yeah.
Roche is good. I was wondering if they want to versus the Egg and not knowing if there's a Haunt or not, but they're not worried about the buyback Haunt. I mean, we know they can do it, but...
Well, no, he doesn't have buyback.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's what we know.
Right, yeah. I gotcha. I see what you're saying. I thought you meant that they could do it as in, like, the other way. But he's going to dive in a little bit. Threatening Tempting fate. God. Yeah, this one's a definitely, it hurts. Pulling in, hits onto Roche there. Supernova's actually down, so they do it long when you come back up. They're gonna walk in, and they get it. No, MidOne gets the Aegis, and the fear, the terrorize comes out at the perfect time. Mind Control says, get me the hell out of here. I don't want to be here anymore. Does manage to escape, just barely, but they left one behind. The captain, poor old Kuro, is going to be in the grave.
I can't believe MidOne managed that with 2 heroes in there. Thankfully, the BKB helped him out.
Radiant's middle tower
That is an Essence Ring BKB Aegis Alchemist. This guy is going to be so hard to bring down when he's backed up by an Oracle like this.
And that fight, you know, 150 gold now away from Radiance being done. Like, OG is hitting their timing perfectly.
Yeah, that is crazy. He was so close before as well.
Middle tower is under attack.
Has Dota Plus given up on Spectre yet? Because they've been riding pretty high on Nigma this whole game. Yeah, it was over 70% right up until that last engagement.
Yeah. Well, Radiance is going to be delivered now, but it feels like you need that one more item at this point. We'll see how it works. Abyssal Blade just now done for MidOne. That is scary. And the Aegis. Miracle has to be careful. Think about going for that backline. It's hiding, doesn't go and get hit by the sun. A lot of damage onto the Ember though. Topson in trouble, gets the Remnant away. And now finding one Seb there for the Stomp Banishment afterwards. On to MidOne. Can his illusions do enough? I don't think so. Underlord is going to fall by the wayside, and OG, as we mentioned, time and again hitting this moment where they are significantly stronger than the Spectre.
Yeah, and not diving for anything too crazy after that, right? They all just like focused down the Shadow Demon and the Underlord, took their happy kills, got the tower right after. Now they're trying to cement a serious advantage at the moment. Okay, well, I'd say that's MidOne. Careful now. Careful now.
He's got Aegis, he's got BKB.
I guess with those Shadow Demon, there's really not much to worry about.
Right. Well, they'll dive forward, try and stop the rain of pain that's coming through from OG.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
They will slowly but steadily take this tower. Pop an ulti now. The glyph comes out, and there's the disruption, but Seb, seeing his moment, it's going to jump out there, finds him. Abyssal Blade for the kill. Seb almost goes down, but no deal. Saving his save for the last possible second as the Supernova is going to go down now. Can they bring out any of these other heroes? Pull back in one. Topson, they jump through onto both of them. Weeha able to dodge. Is going to be able to go for the Astral Step away, but the stun follows him. Topson gets rooted. That's a great pick. Kills off Topson. Can they find any more? Haunt chasing, trying to bring down Saksa. They have stun back up in 4 seconds. No Tail trying to TP out of there. Will they get him? They bring down one. MidOne TP away. He missed the remnant, but he get him. They get the kill. That is so important. If they can finish off this is huge. They didn't even get the tier 3 tower. Seb's nearby though, waiting for the jump. Looking for the jump. They got him controlled. Haunt is out there. Abyssal Blade and then the runaway. But the stomp's gonna land, but it's not onto enough heroes. And now they might just lose another, but MidOne, he has his ulti back. Is he gonna live through this? Surely not. Now they pull him down, and now Seb, another one gonna bite the dust. OG may have overextended. Enigma very gratefully are going to bear the fruit as they take down another. What a freaking turnaround.
We've all hit the green before, haven't we? As they instantly go over that bottom lane TP. Gotta love that from the Underlord. Transition it directly into a tower. He has 168 bonus damage right now. Towers beware, but yeah. I mean, they wanted to force a fight. I get it, because you have the Aegis, right? Feels like a good situation for you, but Spectre just dishing it out in such close quarters around the ramp like that. The Radiance is just hitting everyone the entire time, and that catch on the ramp. Still no defensive item, right? So if he gets there, gets caught, he's just dead.
True. And now getting this next set of Ancients here. Spectre getting closer to Mantis, still a ways away. Yeah, this is turning into a little bit of an interesting one. Like the XP still very much, actually it's getting back to almost even.
Yeah, after that fight, the XP is definitely going to be. That was painful. Got a 3K gap now. Unreal.
And the swing back, I mean, I guess that this kind of feels like now we're getting down to the next Roche. is what they're gonna have to battle through. Is there any other big item that like really changes the game?
I think the Scotty might start to factor in as the BKB wears down on MidOne, right?
Right.
But I mean, again, that's still just going to depend on the demonic purges from Kuro and how much they're stacking up versus the false promises.
Jump in if you can find these type of pickoffs. This makes all the difference in the world. Topson just dies.
Yeah, actually, Scotty sounds kind of insane when you like we combo the fact that now you'll get rid of like some of the Alex healing from the Oracle too, or from like his regen and everything too.
Countdown Scotty, and Miracle going to be farming significantly faster over the next couple of minutes with that Radiance completed. It's going to be an interesting couple of minutes here. Cannot afford to lose heroes on OG, and for Nigma, it's kind of just buying enough time and making sure to have good vision around the Roche pit, I guess.
Will MidOne buy the Silver Edge?
Ooh. Do you like it?
Yeah, he's going into it. I mean, it's the Spectre, right? It certainly makes sense. It would be nice to have a better initiation tool other than just completely relying on Seb. Done a great job. The OG classic of the Aghanim Scepter on this hero, so that they used a great effect of the
Oh my god. Kuro just gets found randomly. But that was a smoke gank, I think, as well, being used for that. So they're going to Shadow Blade in now. And GH and Miracle just hiding off to the side. Oh, MidOne. Oh my god, he's going through the trees. He's going to find him. Abyssal Blade right there at the start. GH is nearby, though. Might need to pop the egg to try and keep him alive. The Sunray coming out. So much heals. This is actually great. Look at the freaking turnaround here. If they're not careful, they got to run away. They're going to try and bring down that egg. Meanwhile, they bring down Topson. Kill him off. Dude, GH being off to the side there literally saved that fight for them. The Yule Scepter lift up onto Alchemist. Weeha's jumping through, trying to kill him. Mind Control has another pit back up in a second, and the Firestorm damage. It's really hard to deal with this. But can they get away? They bought back on the Oracle.
And the Ember, too. So they don't want to commit too hard here.
Chase down, has 6 charges, but it's a lot of damage onto Mind Control. And Disruption. Yeah, just get away. There's no way.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
And Kuro will be another one to fall here. But they kept their Spectre alive and forced some buybacks.
I think MidOne played that fight really well. The fact that it was like, it was so tempting to try to just stick on that Spectre there, but he ditched and went right for the Phoenix because he knew that if he didn't like chain CC luckily through bashes or something, then there's no way that she's not just gonna like haunt out like she did. So just goes right for the Phoenix instead. Ensures that at least he won't be turned on.
Yeah, that's a really good point. Like, how many people there would have just stuck on the Spectre? Like,
yeah, and just like pray RNG.
Yeah.
But potential Roche in 10 seconds here as Spectre jacks up another 400 HP.
Well, Silver Edge done now.
And 200 minutes. Oh, that's longer.
Yeah, not enough time to get the Scotty, I don't think, for Miracle. But still going to be a pretty good timing if they can sort of wait it out to take the fight with that Scotty. And it's not necessarily easy for MidOne to like get the Silver Edge hit onto Spectre.
Yeah, without a blink and doing like some shenanigans like that, right? Although they have Stampede with Ag, so that does make it easier than usual.
Oh, walking up the hill. Finds him right at the start. Kuro able to live through that initial initiation. Look at the damage on the MidOne. He's falling apart. He's getting destroyed. MidOne, he's just gonna die. And now looking for more. No Tail is down. This has been a catastrophe for OG. They're all gonna fall here. Topson goes down. No Tail had to save himself. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, he just got rooted into the self-stun and absolutely obliterated. He took 720 pure damage from Desolate because of the Manta.
Wow.
Yeah, being alone versus Spectre is some scary stuff.
And that sets us up for a really bad scenario for OG. Nigma taking that fight perfectly. And man, MC, or who was it with the Yules actually? Who was the... I guess it
has one.
Okay, so it was the Weeha Yules that kept Kuro alive there.
Yeah. When
they jumped. Maybe if you would have BKB'd there at that point, you could have made it work, but nonetheless... That sets us up for a scary situation for OG, as Roche is going to be back up in 30 seconds. They will be alive then, but they're going to lose this tier 2 tower and probably, I would imagine they go for the outpost, right? Maybe not.
Yeah, it kind of feels like one of those moments where they're going to be forced to head to the Roche pit as well. There will be an egg, but there might not be a haunt, depending on how quick that fight starts.
Yeah. Well, they have the remnant down in the pit to scout out when this is going on.
So gets his career.
Dire's bottom tower.
He got the other one.
Oh, Seb.
He's doing it. Oh, they see him though because of that, right? Yeah. They see.
Oh.
He doesn't know. I think they see him on it though, don't they? Maybe not.
I'm sure if he was trying to do that thing where you like walk next to the cliff to get the vision, you know?
Right. Man, I will say, as they're going to get this D ward here, it feels like a little bit of a missed opportunity there by Nigma to not get the outposts when everybody was dead. Regardless, they're now going to have this battle about, well, MidOne walking up the hill. They reveal him, throws the dagger out.
Nigma, 20 seconds to haunt. No rush.
Yeah.
No
back
fight.
Away.
Bad.
Get away. GH is going to run. Doesn't want to get stomped by Seb. Stomp is going to be off the mark. Weeha's there. Finding GH. There's the stun. He needs to make sure he gets it off this time around. Danger, danger. He won't get it. The root is there. Disruption afterwards. The supernova's already down. Can they bring him down time? Yeah, that egg is mega dead. He's going to buy back afterwards. Mind Control taking a lot of damage, but they won't bring him down as of yet. Meanwhile, Miracle tries to walk away for the moment. Weeha also backing away from MidOne, who got caught by that heal. Already 2 dead. This is dangerous. Now, Tom pulls back in. It's a self-stun. The turnaround. They got him. Oh my god, they killed him! What a freaking play by Weeha to catch him with that remnant free-handed. And that opens up Roche.
OG could feel it though, that if they just let it go passively and the haunt comes back, like, I agree with the decision to try and go for that. But that's one of those like all or nothing sort of plays where it kind of feels like you've lost a lot of the control you had now.
Man. And just like that, Roche number 2 gonna go towards Nigma. It's still 10,000 gold lead for OG, but that felt like it was a turning point.
Remember that time they went high ground? That feels like a really long time ago now. When they.
You're not wrong. Game is hard.
Yeah.
Still though, 9,000 gold lead. Alk is super farmed. He had an Aghanims queued up, but looks like he's going back for Satanic next.
Need to figure out how to win these fights. Because they don't look very coordinated. It doesn't look like they really have a plan. They're kind of just like stampeding in.
Well, Stampede for the damage reduction. And it's going to be able to control into Weeha. There is some heals coming out afterwards once the Demonic Purge wears off. Topson, meantime, is just going to push down his bottom lane. As Seb is found. Yeah, they're looking pretty good right now. It's still potentially deadly, but Miracle has the Scotty done, going for the Abyssal Blade next.
Bottom tower is under attack.
Smoke up and cover the retreat here. Perhaps Smoke can just stay around a little while.
To restore.
Yeah.
3,000 HP as he walks into them.
Okay. Well,
he's scanned the rest of them, so they know that he's not completely alone.
Okay. Sunrise out there. Hard to go for counter initiation, but Terrorize is going to be there. Fear jumping to all haunt afterwards. Can they bring him down in time? They kill off the Phoenix. No egg this time. Silence on to everybody, though. And there's going to be the Stampede. Damage reduction comes out. Miracle still trying to live through this one. Has the Aegis. Saksa going to be isolated and killed. Triple kill for MidOne, though. Only 2 left alive. There's no buybacks on these heroes. Oh, my God. They're rooted. The jump in. The chase down. Seb needs to back away. He can't afford to die right now. But if they can bring down Miracle, this would be huge. And Kuro's nearby has the disruption for the save. But it's going to have to wait till afterwards. Round 2 of this one. They're using it offensively. Pull back in now. Catching on to MidOne. Takes it off afterwards. Silence on to everybody. Long duration. Gets the kill. MidOne is taken down. And now they're looking for more. Steal the DD away. Beat the crap out of Topson. And then try and see if they can find themselves another couple towers.
So good for them, but then just going for that final one, not quite the best. Will eventually just become a golden XP. Essentially, everyone just went up 10,000 XP and 2,000 gold. Like slight edges to Nigma, but pretty much just enhanced the entire game at this point.
Yeah, what's the buyback status? That's, I guess, the other big thing here. Nobody on Radiant has it. They have 3 buybacks on Dire. As the lift up is going to come through, can they bring it down Seb, though? Miracle's there.
Still has Lotus. He should be okay.
Yeah.
The advantages here, though, is that they forced the fight and killed the Aegis on the Radiant side of the river. And with the Underlord and even just like the Spectre's damage right now, there was definitely some pretty serious chance of getting huge objectives if they were to take that same kind of fight like directly by the Dire base, right? And could have actually forced some buybacks here. So they've now ditched that Aegis. Unfortunately, the cheese still remains, and they'll have to contend with that in the next one, alongside a likely Abyssal Blade being done by Miracle at that point.
Right, and the other thing that he's got is this Shaco, right? So 4,500 HP as they'll bring down Mind Control. Liha looking for a little bit of retribution here. We'll be able to find it, dissimulate. Is it enough damage, though? The silence afterwards, but the Glimmer.
That was a complete solo kill. How much did he just get for that?
Why? That was unexpected.
A lot. That's 2,500 XP just about.
Yeah.
And, 700 gold.
2,500 magic damage. Has the Nether Shawl.
Yeah, that's silly.
And a Veil. Yeah, all stacked together plus 32 Bedlam damage. That is a lot to work with there from Saksa. Continuing to make huge plays today in this series.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that feels like so long ago when we were talking about Saksa and other heroes.
I know.
This has been a long one.
We've been going the distance. This is exactly what we want out of this type of series between these two teams, though. This is absolutely beautiful Dota being played today. Illusionist Cape?
The guarantee comes through. I don't remember who said it on the panel, but they guaranteed an Illusionist Cape, and there it is. I believe they wanted one on each team, though. So, Nigma to the jungle. Head in there.
Let's make it happen. Shaco's pretty good, though, for the Spectre. Like, having
a lot of value add with blade mail dispersion.
Radiant are
Right.
scanning.
We'll take that.
We sort of talked about it, but we haven't really seen that Silver Edge hit onto Spectre yet. Like, the fights just become so chaotic. Really hard. Level 25s on the Spectre, the extra dispersion damage. We've got it on the Centaur for the longer stun, and then we've got it for the Chemical Rage regen on the Alk. Obviously mitigated heavily by that Scotty now done on Miracle.
So our last fight, where things went pretty well for OG, they managed to go even at the very least, came because they managed to kill GH instantly, right? He got hit by a terrorized long range, and they took him down during that
Dire
fear.
are scanning.
The question is, can they actually do that again? And after they taken down GH, they kind of worked all around, and look, guaranteed, guys. Look at that. Illusionist
Right.
K picked up. You knew.
Nice.
Radiant's bottom
So
tower is under
they,
attack.
I think that's the new plan, right? Fight around the Spectre. It's frustrating, especially when it's the Radiance
Dire's
build, because
middle
she's still gonna be doing a
tower
lot
is
of
under
passive
attack.
damage.
Radiant's
But
bottom tower
they
is under
can't.
attack.
I mean, the odds of blowing up Miracle are so low without the break.
Phoenix just got a magic lamp. Seb jumps in for the stomp. Miracle's alone here. Just gonna haunt. Jumps around. Who do they find? Up here on the top side. Trying to bring him down. That's a long duration stun. Can they kill him? The Sun Ray. It's so much heal. And there's the disruption from Kuro to save his life. Magic lamp. Ewell Scepter lift up. Has the supernova afterwards. Going to pop it. MidOne. Getting brought down super low. They're gonna kill off the egg, but they're gonna lose their Alk. He does have buyback, forced to use it immediately. Topson now trying to get away, but there's the Ewell Scepter lift up, the Remnant as he lands, and the beat down. Oh, but a good save there. Coming again from No Tail, able to keep him alive. They're all trying to get out now, and the Uber will keep him safely away back to the base.
OG? Alright, expensive buyback, obviously, but hey, if there's one thing Alchemist has, it's spare gold. Not the worst if it secures you a serious map advantage. Oh, they're pinging that tier 3. They want some vengeance. They say the supports are down. I'm coming for it. Again, it looks like a pretty even exchange all around. We're just bumping the XP on some heroes. Not
Well, they got the tower. They got the tower, Trent.
wrong. That's the most accurate, I think.
I like that too. Miracle popped the Abyssal Blade onto the Lotus, and then the illusions were able to kill him off at the end.
Boom.
Like, because it pulled him back into it. That was nice. Well,
He got the tier 3. There was no Roche.
Yeah.
I don't know. Silver linings.
This game is crazy. I think that's what I've learned. Miracle.
He really thought he was going to be like a bandit there or something. Just to get that thing and get out. Miracle, I'm feeling kind of similarly almost.
Well, in MidOne, going to stun himself here, but no vision in the area right now. Means he'll get away. Ooh, Miracle's nearby. God, that's scary. This hero does so much damage when you're just left alone, one-on-one.
Radiant are scanning.
All right, well, 43 minutes. Dota Plus has no idea what's going on.
They're not sure.
Like Spectre, I guess. I don't care. The Dota's too good. Who wants to make predictions like that? We want to see how it plays out.
What's interesting here is both teams have the same tier 4 items, except they've got a Spell Prism on OG and then the Ninja Gear on Radiant. He's in deep.
Don't get too cocky, that's for sure.
Yeah, they don't feel comfortable like trying to start this fight. He has Abyssal still. He's gonna jump. Woo! We almost got him, but they actually used the False Promise.
Yeah, that was the only way to get him out of there. The strong Dispel. Seb with this Octarine core, by the way, 45 seconds on the Stampede.
What a cool build.
He also has 3.6. Okay, he almost has a 50% uptime Stomp. That's kind of cool.
Damn.
Stomp for 3.6, cooldown of 7.8 with the Quickening Charm.
Yeah, that's really nice. It does sort of feel a little bit weird because he almost exclusively needs to get it. I guess you can use Stampede to get in there with it, but like once your Blink's used, you're kind of like in, you know?
Oh, you just keep on stomping?
Just never stop the stomp.
Yeah.
Alright, mid lane, they're going to push this one out, still smoking up. They break the smoke on Topson, but it doesn't look like they're going to quite get into range. Roche is back up again now. Who are they jumping on? Topson gets the dagger on him. There's an Aghanim Scepter in Roche. Haunt going to be used.
That's aggressive.
Who are they going on? They find the backline Oracle. They got him. And now Topson is nearby as well. They're jumping forward for him. Yule Scepter lift up, and he just doesn't have an answer to this. He gets destroyed. It's too easy. MidOne trying to get away. They're got their eyes on the prize, trying to hunt him down. Weehaw. Oh, they didn't quite get vision there. And they won't find anybody else. They buy back on the Ember.
Saksa just thinking, all right, how do I do it? What's my positioning? Where do I jump from?
Yeah, this is dangerous.
What do we have? We have the Aghanims rather on this Roche. Oh, Saksa, this is so scary. He is an Obs though, so he can kind of play around with their vision.
Yeah. They know that this is happening, and no Haunt. No Haunt available. Seb, they have Stampede with Aghanims around the Roche pit. How many times have we seen this? But they're going to take the fight to him. And again, they catch the Ember Abyssal Blade. Not going to work though. Topson should be able to get out of there. BKB, but nobody got bashed. Sleight of Fist, MidOne taking a lot of damage now as well. He's in a ton of trouble. They kill off MidOne. No buyback for him. 2 minutes dead. And Nigma might have finally done it. As they take down both of those cores and gonna immediately go for the reality on up to the top side of the map. The Dark Rift takes them through. Tier 3 tower gonna be assaulted, and I have a feeling that they're going for more.
Yeah, Saksa tried there because he jumped right onto GH. He just tried to force the Sunray off, but of course the egg gets popped and he's got the talent, so it didn't even matter between the lamp. And now Saksa can play things with his buyback.
I buy back again there. Seb is going to be jumped on. Taunted pulled back in with the ulti coming from that Oracle. Everything that they can possibly do to try and stop this onslaught of damage. Another stomp in a second would be good, but Seb is going to fall. He's going to buy back as well. They still need 70 seconds out of this one as they're going to jump forward, find No Tail, never give up, never surrender. But right now, OG is hurting as Nigma might have finally solved the problem and been able to come up with an answer. As they chase down Seb, gonna beat him to death yet again. The stomp's actually pretty annoying. Hard to deal with, but they'll just jump on him, kill him, and GG is called as Nigma take the series 2-1.
Good job factoring in the Oracle this game, I think. Just like made No-Tail's life really hard. There were so many team fights where he just wasn't able to focus on the offense like he wanted to. And the most important part of the game, especially, like that infamous going high ground with the Alchemist, and it's like, oh, this is kind of risky. They're respawning, but at the same time, OG recognized that their time was narrowing down. Like the window that they had to achieve something big enough to lower the economy of Nigma was shrinking. So they go all in for this push. Doesn't really turn out very well in their favor. And from there, the game just slowly turned more and more towards Nigma.